parents' divorce was the hardest thing I ever went through.
I know, it changes you in ways people don't see.
Exactly. My parents' divorce changed how I see relationships.
For me, it was the constant arguing I remember most.
I was 9 years old when I learned how to stay quiet. Not because I was shy, but because noise made things break. That night, I was under the table. The TV fell first. It hit the floor with a sound that shook my chest. Then my mother screamed.
You did this! No!
Then my father shouted back. I covered my ears, but it didn't help.
Look at this mess!
What scared me most was not the shouting.
Listen!
I'm done with
It was the silence after.
Look at this mess!
Because silence meant they were done fighting.
I'm not going anywhere. This is
And someone was about to leave.
No, you
The story.
Liars, I saw you!
I don't remember my parents loving each other. I remember tension. I remember watching faces instead of cartoons. I remember learning moods before words. People said my mother was a strong.
Always do this!
At home, strong meant angry.
Listen to me!
She said she was free now,
Always do this!
that she would not be controlled.
You know exactly
My father wanted peace. But peace was always late to our house. When they fought, I felt like the walls were listening.
We need to talk about
Like
this.
the house was
There's nothing
tired
to
of
talk
us.
about.
She's right.
Sometimes
How
plates
can you
broke.
say that?
Sometimes
so
chairs moved.
irresponsible?
Let's all just.
Sometimes words cut
is
deeper than
serious.
I
anything.
know.
I cried quietly. I thought crying loudly would make it worse. What I thought as a child. I believed it was my fault. When they argued, I checked my mind. Did I talk too much? Did I ask for food at the wrong time? Did I breathe too loud? No one told me it wasn't my fault. And even if they did, I wouldn't have believed them. Children believe what they feel, not what they are told. The day everything changed. The day my father packed his things, I stood in the doorway. He looked tired, older than his age.
I have
My
something
mother
to tell
didn't
you.
cry.
What is it?
She just looked
It's not
away.
easy to say.
Tell me.
I didn't scream. I didn't beg.
I'm back.
I just
I
felt
see.
empty. That night, the house felt bigger. But I felt smaller. After they separated, people said, "She's strong. She is fine." I was not fine. I stopped trusting happiness. I stopped believing good things last. When people laughed too much, I waited for the fight. When adults smiled, I waited for the lie. At school, I stayed quiet. At home, I stayed alert. I learned how to survive, not how to live. The scary part no one talks about. I grew up thinking love always ends badly. So when someone was kind to me, I pushed them away. When someone got close, I panicked. I didn't know why. I just felt unsafe in peace. That is the damage divorce can leave when nobody explains it to a child. Not loud damage. Hidden damage. The turning point. One day, an older woman asked me a simple question. Why do you always apologize for existing? I didn't know how to answer. That was when I started to understand something.
I know, Grandma.
My parents' war was not my responsibility.
It's all
Their
right.
broken marriage was not
I
my
was so
burden to
scared.
carry.
I know. But
The
I'm
truth
here.
I learned. My parents were not evil. They were wounded. They married because others chose for them. They stayed together because pride told them to. They separated because they never truly knew each other. And I was caught in the middle. My happy ending for this series too. I learned to speak. I learned to feel without fear. I learned that love does not have to sound like shouting. I am still healing. But I am no longer broken. I will not repeat what hurt me. That is my victory. Question for the listeners. If children learn love by watching their parents, what lesson are we teaching them without saying a word? Intelligent life advice. If you must separate, don't just leave the marriage. Stay emotionally present for the child. Because children don't need perfect parents. They need honest ones who explain the pain instead of hiding it. Thank you for watching this series. Make sure you subscribe so that when series 3 is out you will be notified.